Next example is x squared minus 7x minus 30. Again, we have to remember the integer rules. If I have a negative product, that tells me that one of the numbers is negative and the other is positive. So again, thinking of the numbers that multiply to get 30, negative 30, and add to get a negative 7. I think of the factors of 30. I have 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. Of the ones just mentioned, the one that works is a negative 10 and a positive 3. Negative 10 and a positive 3 add to get a negative 7. So how this trinomial is factored is x minus 10, x plus 3. Once again, the negative 10 just travels down and it sits in the front parentheses, and the positive 3 travels down and it sits in the back parentheses. Last example, x squared plus 3x minus 54. Again, we have to be mindful that we're working with a negative number. Two numbers are going to multiply to get a negative 54 and add to get a positive 3. Once you start this, you should get pretty good at determining what is going to work. A positive 9 times a negative 6 is going to get a negative 54, and a positive 9 plus a negative 6 is going to get a positive 3. Remembering when I add and subtract integers, the sign of the bigger number is going to stay, and that's why the 9 is positive and the 6 is negative, because I need the bigger of the two to be positive in order for this middle term to be positive. It is then written as x plus 9 times x minus 6. Sometimes we have to factor, and there's two different variables. X squared plus 4xy plus 4y squared. This y squared is no different than the x squared in the front. What we do is we automatically put the x here and the x here just like we did before. And now we automatically put the y there and the y there just like before. It makes no difference whether or not it has one variable or two in the process that we think about what two numbers multiply to get 4 and add to get 4. Well, 2 times 2 multiply to get a positive 4, and 2 times 2 add to get a positive 4. So this trinomial is factored x plus 2y times x plus 2y. Sometimes they give you a trinomial that is out of order. In other words, they'll put the constant first, then the middle term, and then the x squared term. Your x squared term should always be the leading term, followed by the number with the variable with the exponent of 1. And then the third term should always be the constant, which is the one that does not have a variable attached. So in order to do this problem, we first have to write it in the standard form, which is x squared plus 5x minus 24. We think of the different factors of 24, 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. What two numbers multiply to get a negative 24 and add to get a positive 5? Negative 3, positive 8 is the answer. So this one would be factored x minus 3, x plus 8. The last thing that we need to talk about is how to evaluate a trinomial. To evaluate a trinomial, they're going to always give us a value to substitute into the trinomial. In this example, x squared plus 9x minus 52, we substitute x equals 1 into the trinomial. The best way not to make mistakes is to put parentheses where the variable was. Copy down everything else and then open up parentheses. Inside of the parentheses, you're going to substitute what x is equal to. And then look at your new trinomial. 1 squared plus 9 times 1 minus 52. Remembering your order of operation, you do the exponent first. 1 squared is just 1 because 1 times 1 is 1. 9 times 1 is 9, and then the minus 52 carries down. Remembering the left to right rule, make sure you do the addition before the subtraction because it comes first. Remember, whatever comes first, you do first. 1 plus 9 is 10, and 10 minus 52 is a negative 42. Good luck.